Good morning, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a Hurricane Helene update Thursday, September 26th. The current update, advisory number 13, showing maximum sustained winds at 105 miles per hour. What does that mean for you and I? It means that Helene is approaching Cat 3 and will make it there probably by the next update and maybe make landfall as a strong Cat 3 storm. Let's get into it. The bad news, the National Hurricane Center predicts nighttime landfall for Hurricane Helene as the storm strengthens in the warm Gulf. And more bad news, Hurricane Helene will slam Florida with an unsurvivable 20-foot storm surge and catastrophic hurricane force winds. 15 to 20 foot of storm surge predicted for some areas. And power outages will be extensive. Just beginning now. Let's take a look. 24,000 without power. This is going to rise rapidly over the next 24 hours as Helene rapidly makes its way to the panhandle of Florida. Let's pull up those spaghetti models. They're all coming into consensus. Exactly the area about 5 days ago we said it was going to hit is now where all the models in consensus are showing Helene to go. It should stay a hurricane as it makes its way all the way into Georgia. Holy macaroni. If the sound is a little crappy, it's because we're working with a $9 microphone headphone setup from the Circle K across the street. We do apologize. We will be back in Pagosa Springs tonight. Let's quickly go over the key message for Hurricane Helene. A catastrophic and deadly storm surge is likely along portions of the Florida Big Bend coast where inundation could reach as high as 20 feet above ground level. Along with destructive waves, there is also danger of life-threatening storm surge along the remainder of the west coast of the Florida Peninsula. Residents in those areas should follow advice given by local officials and evacuate. If you were told to evacuate, get out now. It is going to deteriorate all the way up to landfall. And then we've got catastrophic and life-threatening flash and urban flooding to watch for, including significant landslides for the Appalachians. It's expected across portions of the southern Appalachians through Friday. Considerable to local catastrophic flash and urban flooding is likely for northwestern and northern Florida as well, and the southeast through the end of the week. So this is a big storm, and we've got a lot to talk about as it makes its way towards landfall as a strong, in my opinion, Cat 3 storm. Let's take a look at the GFS model, the most current run here. I've got the 12Z pulled up. This just hit the map, so this is the newest model, and we'll move it through in just 3 to 6 hours. This is showing landfall as this rapidly moves up the coast. That would be early tonight, potentially making landfall, as opposed to overnight, midnight into the morning. Because this is the newest model run, let's say 6 hours from now is going to be 6. So yeah, later tonight, maybe by the time we get back, we will be seeing effects of this hurricane making landfall in the Big Bend region of Florida. The model is also showing another tropical event behind it in the 6Z. Take a look at this. Let me move back here. This is Helene landfall moving offshore, and then another event maybe developing right behind it for the same area. So buckle up. We are coming off the peak of hurricane season, and we've got several weeks more of potential tropical activity. The rainfall forecast has not changed much since in the last 24 hours. The biggest threat here we can see is in the Appalachians, Brevard County, Asheville region of North Carolina. All the red areas could pick up to 16 inches of rain, and those orange areas are 8 inches or more, and the yellow showing a huge swath of 6 to 8 inches of rain for 6 or 7 states. So this is going to be a huge flooding event and last for days, and we'll be seeing some of the rivers starting to peak in 36 hours or more. So stay tuned for updates as we take a quick look over at space weather. Very quiet on the sun, low-level flaring. 3-day geomagnetic forecast is very quiet as we're dropping down now into KP3. There is no imminent CME. Quick look at telemetry here, and we can see that plasma speed is dropping off, and there was no coronal mass ejection impact. Did you hear about a weird striped rock unlike any seen on Mars? Well, it was found by Perseverance rover, and it looks like a piece of granitic gneiss, which is a metamorphic rock you find on Earth. I wonder if this is a piece of Earth on Mars. We certainly have plenty of pieces of Mars that have been found on Earth. And a fascinating topic, this article just coming out 2 days ago, Earth's Lost History. A massive 370-mile crater discovered challenges existing geologic theories. So we'll be diving into this in greater detail when we have a better mic. And the rest of our day is going to be spent moving back east towards Colorado and north. But first, on the way back, Rex and I will be stopping at the famous Dobell Ranch and collect some petrified wood. And so stay tuned for some potential videos and live streams from the area. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share this information with people that may be affected in Florida as Hurricane Helene intensifies and makes its way up to the Big Bend area. We love each and every one of you. Smash the thumbs up, share this video, and be safe. And that's a boom.